Number one, your edge is thinking, not just tools. Now, here's the first and most important insight that you need to know right now. Tools have evolved enormously. Executing complex things like incrementally testing is now plug and play. I made a video recently breaking it down and a 10-minute deep dive that explains how to actually run these tests effectively on various kind of platforms that offer heavy AI integration. So you can go check that out if you want. But here's the thing. Tools can't exactly answer what you should be testing for each unique business. They won't tell you what success actually looks like or which metrics truly matter for your clients. This kind of insight, what to focus on, defining the goals, making sense of the data, that's your competitive advantage, which you need to focus on. No automation can replace that kind of thoughtful strategy. I mean, at least not as of now. As a marketer, your biggest job right now is understanding your client's business and the problems of their clients deeply. Here's a real story. I recently worked with a brand that was basically getting healthy sales through retail chains and online marketplaces like Udemy and other course selling platforms. But here's the problem. Those marketplaces are charging a heavy commission on every sale that this person used to get. That's a massive cost drain. They wanted to shift all their online sales to their own website but faced a giant hurdle. Their marketplace partner said, "You can't sell cheaper on your own site or we will delist your courses from our own platforms." So, what did we do? Well, we leaned super hard into email automation. Well, the thing is, these people already had an email list full of customers and signups. So instead of lowering the prices publicly on the website, they kept the prices consistent but sent exclusive discount coupons directly to the subscribers. Meanwhile, paid ads focused on building that particular email list for this particular client. A simple shift but extremely effective marketing strategy that AI alone can't really think or invent allowed this customer to get amazing results. Number two, cross-functional thinking. No longer just media buying, you need to understand how media, creative, product/offers, and sales all intersect together to create impact. You can mentally map a campaign end to end, media creatives, landing page, CRM data collection, retargeting, and basically see how it all fits into the cohesive story to move customers. If you're doing these well, you've already separated yourself from most of the pack. Number three, system thinking is your best insurance. Looking ahead, the performance marketers who thrive will actually have a few core strengths that they will be focusing on. The first one would be data awareness. You're not blindly data driven. You understand why data behaves the way it does, what it reflects about your business, and how to act on the data that you are getting consistently from all these platforms. Four, creative is the new growth lever. So here's a game changer. AI has mostly flattened media buying advantages. Campaign structure, audience targeting, placement selection, it's all automated now. What's left to influence results? Your creative. Having helped launch hundreds of campaigns myself, AI still can't replace a marketer's understanding of emotional triggers and consumer behaviors specific to each audience and each individual brand. To illustrate this with, let's suppose, an example, when we were creating a campaign for, let's suppose, programmatic ad scores for one of our clients, many team members use AI tools for copywriting, mostly focusing on product features or pricing. We paused and said, wait, how do the great brands like Nike or Apple actually advertise? They are not focusing on features just like how this company was doing, but feelings as well as transformation. For this particular brand, they were all saying was, take this AI coding course, specialize in Python, specialize in this data science programming language. All those are jargons that everybody else is talking about. Have you ever seen Apple ad where they are talking about the features of their phone specifically? Or do they focus on the feeling that you get once you use this phone, or the benefit of using the camera app that allows you to click such stunning pictures and take awesome selfies of your family members? It's the feeling that really matters at the end. And that is what this brand was not focusing on. And this is something that AI just could not tell. So we crafted a simple but really, really powerful line, which said something like only 1% of the job seekers actually focus on AI when it comes to upskilling themselves and landing jobs upwards of 50 lakhs per annum. This message spoke directly to the pain point and aspirations of our audience and generated a 10x return on ad spend for our client. Number 5. Platform skills are commodities. Becoming a strategic business partner is the key. It's no secret now. Anyone can learn Google ads, Meta ads, TikTok ads in just 10 hours with some sort of course available on YouTube online. But to stand out, you have to become more than just a tool operator. You need to become a business analyst and a strategist who can think long term. It's about knowing which tools to actually use, when to use them, and how to combine them to move meaningful business levers that that particular entrepreneur might be lagging in. For example, when I discuss cost per first purchase with somebody, let's suppose running a workshop funnel where they are selling courses, many have never even considered it. They're like, what is this? But in some businesses, first purchase cost is less important than the lifetime value, which can be literally 10 times higher for that particular workshop host. Knowing these nuances is actually the key to building smarter campaigns and advising your clients much better. Number 6, measurement is a strategy, not just a setup. The next big challenge that people face is attribution. Compared to a few years, tracking and attribution today are literally chaotic. Platforms report different kind of numbers because somebody might first see a YouTube video, then they might see a reel, then they might go to your website, and then suddenly they end up actually making a purchase by clicking on your ad. So the question is, where did they actually come from in the first place? Platforms report different numbers and CRM might say something else. Piercing together the truth without a solid attribution strategy is nearly impossible. You must measure with multiple KPIs and triangulate the real impact. For instance, I interviewed some marketers recently and asked them some basic questions like, how do you actually make sure your search ads don't cannibalize conversions from, let's suppose, your Meta or YouTube ads? And to be honest, many couldn't explain their approach clearly. They just couldn't articulate. And that means measurement skills are undervalued, even though they are super critical in today's time. Number 7, AI can optimize, but humans must experiment. Today, a simple AI automated campaign with, let's suppose, a broad audience targeting will often outperform a manually tuned complex campaign that had required advanced engineering. AI does the bidding, budgeting, and placement better than most human beings can actually do in today's time. But here's the catch that you should be aware about. Optimization relies on the directions that you have chosen as a human being, not relying on AI. It assumes you've picked the right approach already. And if you don't, guess what? It won't work. Experimentations, however, uncovers those better paths. That's why you need a mindset of bold experimentation, and that to be consistently. Run wide and wild tests. Challenge assumptions and let AI optimize the winners faster than ever. It's crazy how fast you can get results. So you might be thinking or wondering, all this sounds great, Rohan, but what should I actually do tomorrow or right after watching this video? Well, you can learn incrementally, testing and creative ideations to actually make smarter decisions for your performance marketing. Hone your cross-functional thinking, media, offers, creative, and data as all connected components which are required to actually make your digital marketing work. Build a measurement playbook with layered KPIs and paint a clear picture for your business or your clients. Cultivate an experimental mindset. Test boldly, learn fast, and scale winners super fast.